for you, sir. Good morning from Bangkok. As all these motorbikes pass by, everyone's going to work, school, shopping, whatever they're gonna do in the mornings here in Bangkok. Right now, me and Gan, we're walking to school. Taking him to school. On Thursdays, he wears this uniform. Isn't it the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's his little Boy Scout outfit. I love it. Walk in front of me, buddy. So, yeah, doing the one thing that I never got as a kid, as a child. Just get walked to school by my dad. And yes, I consider myself his father. I've been in his life since he was 3.5. That was like in 2017 when I first met his mom. And I'm all he knows as a father, so I've been the only male in his life since that age. Our street can get a little busy. We live on this really tight, condensed street. It's like the old streets of Bangkok, I call it. Like, you could tell back in the day they didn't have cars and all that. All they had was like bikes and motorcycles maybe and all that. When you see delivery trucks and cars and bikes mixed together down here, it gets ridiculous. It gets really clustered. It's crazy. I gotta try to film that one day. It's pretty wild. Yesterday we had that experience. It was 2 days ago we had that experience. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I realized, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a delivery truck on the street. The delivery trucks aren't as big as the ones in the Western world, but like, big enough to clog up these streets. I'll tell you that much. All right, buddy, let's go. But yeah, like I was saying, I didn't have this growing up. I didn't have my father growing up. I had my grandmother and a stepdad, man who married my mom, who's a great man actually. Love him to death. Love him like a father. He loved me like a son, from what it seemed like. But yeah, I didn't have my biological father, like Gan. Gan had the same situation like him. I think around the same age as when his dad bailed on him, is the same age my father bailed on me. And then me and him share a lot of similar traits. Even though we're not, obviously blood and all that, he's still my son. And I love him to death. I will fucking take a bullet for this kid. And yeah, me and him share a lot of things in common. It's crazy. Like, I was quiet. I was kind of quiet. He's very quiet. He likes a lot of the same things I liked as a kid. Yeah, everything about him is just crazy. His school, the way he is in school and everything. All that. Everything. But decided to walk him to school. I usually try to walk him to school. And I try to help Sophia would get her ready for school. And it's just, today I wanted to just share a moment with him and just take him to school, me and him. Usually he walks alone. Today I bombarded him and like, I'm taking you. This is my favorite spot to eat. Out of all the places I've eaten in Thailand in general, it's one of my top 3 favorite places. Her food is excellent. I've shown you guys you guys have seen some footage of us leaving the place, us on the bike or in the taxi of this neighborhood, but this is me walking through it. this little intersection gets real congested fast. Like, and you gotta be careful, because some of the motorcycle riders, they won't look both ways. They won't. Some of them just go. I think it's crazy. It's crazy in a funny way, in a good way. I think it's just wild. I love it. As you walk further, my side of the neighborhood gets a little quiet. That's where my love for this neighborhood comes in, because it's a pretty quiet spot, and I like it. At night, you got the guys drinking. Maybe I'll drink with them one night. That way you can see how like some of the Thai locals drink a lot. You'll see like little groups of people sometimes in little corners and sections of streets or in front of food spots and restaurants or wherever they're at. And they'll sit there in a little circle. They'll have their hong thong, which is the whiskey, the soda water, and get plastered and play Thai music, laugh, talk, and have a good time. It's really cool. And yeah, man. Maybe we'll have that experience. I just gotta battle the one thing that happens when you do one of those things. When you do that, the mosquitoes. I can't do the mosquitoes. They love me, but I don't love them. I don't welcome them. They sure in the hell think that they're welcomed. All the kids going to school. Got the taxi drivers taking the kids to school, parents, everyone. Busy, busy, busy. This is Sophia's school right here. She goes to a private school. Gan goes to a public. Eventually we're gonna put Gan into a private school just to get a better education, because we thought the school was great at first for Gan. And now it's just like, turns out to be just a mediocre spot. And we don't like it, because we've only been in this neighborhood for like a little over a year now. So, kind of not digging it. Look, a tuk-tuk. Like you guys have not seen one before. All right, we're back at the apartment. Yeah, I just wanted to take him to school. It's just, there's days I pick him up, days I take him. When we lived on the east side of Thailand, I would take him to school, pick him up, do things like that. All the kids go, because they trip out that he has a white dad. I think it's funny, because why not? I think it's hilarious. They don't bother me. Some of the parents think it's awesome, because some of these kids, their fathers run out on them, just like in the States. But it's time to get Sophia to school. In my elevator in this complex, the sensor we don't even have a sensor on this elevator. You can actually keep it open and close it immediately, whenever you want. And when it closes, it closes. It won't stop, so you gotta be careful so you don't hurt yourself. Check it out. Boom, and look, boom. Be careful, because when an elevator doesn't have sensors, and you don't know that you can push the button, it will crush you. And Sophia's off to school. All right. Sophia's school, as you saw, it's only like across the street from us. Yeah, this is our daily routine here at the house. We were busy early in the morning. We got started at anywhere between 6:45 and 7 a.m. Our apartment is busy. Look how easy it is. Boom. She's not a morning person. She sleeps a lot. She could sleep until noon if she could. It's wild. I can't do that. I'll get it for you, baby. Oh. She's obsessed with that Ariel doll. So Sophia just started preschool not too long ago. Teacher says she's getting the hang of it. She's doing very good. She's getting along with all the kids. She's a bit of the popular one. She's a bit of a vocal girl. She likes to talk a lot and be friends with everybody. She's a very sweet girl. So a lot of positive things about my girl. So that makes me happy. For me, that's a hard part, is leaving my daughter at school. Gon, it's easy because he's bigger, he's older now. When he was younger, it was a little hard too, when he first started, but like, going through that whole process again with Sophia now just sucks, you know? My girl. Usually around this time last year and all that, like, can't consider COVID. Stupid pandemic, stupid government, but yeah, usually she'd be running around the apartment with us and going everywhere with us, to the markets, it's the mall, things that we need to do. But now she's in school. She's got to grow up. All kids do. Now I'm gonna hit up 7-Eleven and get my espresso. Just some of the chips that they have here in 7-Elevens. They have like literally all kinds of different flavors that you've never heard of or have heard of. Especially if you've never been to Asia, they have like seaweed, shrimp, fish, octopus, different flavors, different stuff, like Doritos too. They got a whole different world out here with Doritos and Lay's and different stuff like that. These are one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites are good. These are good. Very popular. You'll see these in the States. They sell these a lot. A lot of the Asian shops have those ones. A lot of the Asian shops in the States have these. Different Pringles. These are bomb right here. Yeah, a variety of snacks. Different chocolates you never heard of. And you've heard of. Popular thing you'll see in the States. Tell me that doesn't make you laugh. Want to taste my colon? Obviously, they're not gonna sell alcoholic beverages right now. Yeah. All their energy drinks, their sodas, everything. Best Fanta in the world right there. That green one, delicious. All different varieties of teas. You got your kid juices, milks, yogurt drinks. You got your water. Most important thing here in Thailand is water. You got your seaweed, snacks, cashews, beans, all that stuff. They sell a variety of this stuff. This is some of my favorite section right here. They have a lot of my favorites. These are some of my favorites right here. This is some of the snacks they sell here. Okay. You guys have a great day. So all that stuff was about roughly, I think about $5 to $6 around there. I might be wrong, but I'm just guessing because I'm trying to guess my baht in American currency. I think after 6 years I'd have it down to the science, but like all other currencies, some day the baht is strong, some days it's not. Varies. To me it varies. I've noticed it changing. It's changed out the years. So yeah, it's cheap. For an a 24-ounce espresso, the little rolls I got, and a warm sandwich, $6. Easy $6. In the States, a warm sandwich can get you anywhere from $3 to $4. Not even warm, it's those cold ones they sell at the 7-Elevens in the little refrigerated aisles. That alone is almost $3 to $4. It shows you how much cheaper it is out here, and one of many reasons why I love being out here in Thailand. So I'll lay it down straight right here, right now. I don't consider Gan my stepson, my half-son, whatever you want to call it. He is my son, straight up, 100% my son. May not have come out of may have not come out of my nutsack, but he is my son. I don't believe in the stepson, stepdad, stepmom, because I believe when you say step, you put that word in there, I believe it means, like, to me, 50%, kind of half. That's what it means, like, to me, and I don't like that. To me, he is my son. He is my full son. I take care of him. He's been in my life for a long time, 6 years. I've been in his life for 6 of his years. More than half his life. And I ain't gonna change the way I think. His mom ain't gonna change the way she thinks, and we both agree on the same thing. The whole idea of calling him my stepson bothers me, and I don't like it. It really bothers me, to be honest with you. I don't like it. Maybe with other people, it doesn't bother me with other people because that's their lives, their business, but for me, when people say, your stepson, no. My son. I've corrected a few people, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. I genuinely get really heated up when people say, your stepson. No, my son. Get it corrected. I provide for that child, the clothes on his back, the food he eats, the places I take him, the things I buy him, everything comes from the heart, and that's what it's for. And I love him to death. Like I said, I'll take a bullet for him. He's my boy, and I love him and Sophia and him get treated equally. Oh wow, let me interrupt this for a coffee machine I didn't know that existed here. Anyways, yeah, when Sophia gets as much trouble as him, and he gets as much trouble as her, and they both get the same love. If I go to 7-Eleven and get one thing for the other, I get it for both, you know what I mean? They both get it. The other day, I went to go buy ice cream with Sophia. I bought Gan an ice cream. I went to go buy Sophia some drinks one day. Bought Gan his drinks. I do things like that. I think about my son. I think about him all the time. And I don't want people out there bad-mouthing me and my son, or bad-mouthing me in general. Because you know what? I love him. And if I'm down to take care of him, I'm obviously his dad. I love him to death. And I'm rambling on, but I just wanted to state it right here, right now, and make it clear to everybody in the world. Don't ever let me catch you in the comments calling him my stepson or talking shit, because you will get a private message. Don't ever disrespect me or my family. Don't take that lightly. I didn't have a father growing up, and he didn't the first 3 years of his life. Along came me. Took him under my wing because I love him. He's a good boy. He's a great kid, and he's gonna grow up to be an amazing person. Because he has a big heart, and I love it. And we've been raising him well. Lex been doing an amazing job when I'm not around. And she still does an amazing job even when I am here. And when I'm here, I do my part. Even when I'm on the road, I do my part. I always do my part. We both do our part to make sure he's a successful child. And that's all we want, because we want him to grow up and do great things in life, because he deserves it. And the world deserves people like him. Hopefully he makes a change in the world one day. We'll see what happens. Until then, we'll see you next time on the next adventure. Y'all take care and love your children.